are just accommodating our limited seichel, but we have to then project it back into our seichel, into real seichel, into living phenomenon. What is the marshal? Just as the neshama. Neshama is the life of life giving is incorrect. The life of everything that exists in human being. This is what makes a human being alive and rejuvenates him all the time. Human being is not alive now because he was alive a minute ago. It's a continuous flow of life coming directly from the neshama. And this life comes from the neshama, comes to the person at many different levels. As we said, Oineg, Rotzen, Chochma Bina Das, and Mides, and Machshav Dibra Maisa. All this is a life flow from the neshama. Oineg and Rotzen is a neshama quality to begin with. There's no world you really need to explain what Oineg and Rotzen is.
No way to what? I missed the sentence. No way to
explain, to accept what's Oineg and Rotzen within a worldly context. Oineg and Rotzen, please follow this. Oineg and Rotzen exists only while one is connected to his source. God forbid, somebody decides he wants to be independent of the source, of the divine source. He will lose the Oineg and Rotzen in his life. This is where we have despondency. How can one say, I don't want to live anymore? Dissociating from his source, he loses the whole phenomenon of life. That it is only in association with the neshama itself. It cannot be translated on the worldly level, as we do in Seichel and Midas. This is the shoylish. This is the root. This is the life force that maintains human presence in the world. This life force is on a super level. It's not a life force that says, I can live in the world. This life force says, no, I'm alive, period. I'm alive means I'm alive because I draw life directly from the source of life. In this respect, you could say life is superimposed on the human being. It is superimposed because he has no idea what it is. There's much to speak about this, but let this suffice for today. The important thing for us from today's session is to understand that this idea that everything is known on the divine level, including the human being and including all aspects of the human beings, from his Oineg Rotzen all the way down to Machshava Dibur Ma'aseh. Is all sourced and is known in the divine knowledge. It's all divine in essence, because only the divine is what provides for existence. Even though he is completely embraced by the divine truth, his whole presence is identified only because of his presence, only because it's rooted in the divine. Yet, he is given a presence that's completely independent.
And last,
Completely independent. He can make his choices according to on his level.
that element of independence,
Choice.
how does that fit with the beginning of the sentence?
It doesn't.
That's the whole point.
That's what I'm saying. Because this is a deal at a super level.
And what that's the what?
It's a knowledge on a super level, not on a worldly level.
And hence, in a worldly context, he's independent.
Yeah.
Whereas in truth, he's not independent at all, and he would lose his.
Wait.
Okay.
You want to understand that which is in
Yes.
worldly terms.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay,
Just
so
was
please.
reviewing what we covered.
No.
Just was trying to see if I followed what you
He is
were saying.
given life. And life provides for an unlimited
Exactly.
paths of activity. These unlimited paths of activity are rooted in the same life. Are they directed by this life, or are they following their own path? This is what the Rebbe says for the 10th time. The idea muvdeles be'erech. The idea is on a different plane, different sense of reality than that which takes place in what he knows in the world, what he knows in the human being. Let's talk the other day. We talked about the rock. To our eye, it seems that all that takes place is the person picks up a rock and he moves his arm. And that's all that takes place. The arm movement is what causes the rock to fly. But then when we went a little bit further in, we realized that this arm movement is actually affecting the entire creation, entire world. And it's the entire world that enables this movement of arm. Everybody knows, everybody who has anything to do with sports knows that in order to move an arm, you have to be grounded. You have to stand in a very certain firm way. This ground is much bigger than what you want. It's much bigger than your particular activity. This ground is the basis for the entire world at this moment. This is where you're standing. Are you standing in your home? Or are you standing in the world?
Some of us are standing in the home and the wife is saying, "Where are you?"
All this
Kids need tati.
all this is in order to give us a means to focus in the words and the mind. This is not what we are learning about, but this is a means to open up the Rebbe's idea, Muvdalas B'Yerech. And don't take that explanation from the words that are being presented, but take it from your own seichel. When you act, are you bounded by the circumstance, or are you acting out on your own? All right. This is my phone.
It seems to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,